UFC 314 is happening this weekend. We finally got a nice, actually stacked card. These last fight nights have been all right. You know, they've been good on paper. Song Yadong versus Henry Cejudo, Endonai Poke. Lerone Murphy versus Josh Emmett is a boring 5-round fight. But we got this. We got the whole main card that is stacked. We lost Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates, but it's all right. Because next week we're going to get Ian Garrett versus Carlos Prates. Hey, bro, let me give it for Ian Garrett. He's not scared, bro. He's taking a fight against Carlos Prates like on short notice. He has a lot to lose there. But we're going to talk about this whole main card. I'm going to give my predictions on this whole main card. Starting with Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes. Honestly, I was going to say fuck it, choose Dominic Reyes, but no. Nikita Krylov, although he doesn't look it, he's younger than Dominic Reyes. He's 2 years younger than him, which is kind of crazy. Dominic Reyes is getting older in this game. It's crazy, you know? He's 35 years old, and he's coming off some decent wins, you know. Anthony Smith, fucking the Jacoby fight. Fucking, what am I forgetting? The Jacoby fight was pretty impressive, honestly. I didn't, you know, Justin Jacoby, it wasn't, I thought there was a chance he could lose, but it was a really good matchup for him. So it's good that he won that fight. And then Anthony Smith, obviously, he should have won that fight. But now he's going to go against a real contender, against Nikita Krylov. Nikita Krylov, he's pretty good, man. He's a scrambler. If he can't get it down to the mat, I could see Dominic Reyes winning. But overall, I think Nikita Krylov is going to be able to win by just mixing shit up. And Dominic Reyes is going to be a little scared out there. You know, once he gets hit, I think maybe he's going to get a little gun shy. And then Nikita Krylov is going to win by a 29-28 decision. Now, next fight on the card, Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell. Now, Bryce Mitchell has been pretty based, to say the least. Pretty based in his recent fucking comments. If you haven't heard, you should watch them. They're pretty entertaining. I'll say they're entertaining. But Gene Silva versus Bryce Mitchell, who I think is going to win? I think Gene Silva's going to win because, fuck, man. Gene Silva got taken down by Charles Jourdain. Charles Jourdain is not a grappler. And also, I've heard that he's been ragdolled in the gym. Seeing Tim Welsh with MMA Guru podcast saying he gets ragdolled in the gym. But honestly, I can't see Bryce Mitchell winning, bro. They're going to do some voodoo shit on Bryce Mitchell. They're going to try to get this motherfucker out of here after what he said. They're going to try to cut him. I don't think if he loses this, they're going to cut him, but I think they're going to try their best to fucking make Gene Silva win. They're going to poison his water, some shit. And so, yeah, I think Gene Silva's going to win by round 2 TKO, maybe. Round 2. I don't know if I see a round 1. Round 2 TKO. I think Bryce Mitchell gets him down, and then the whole first round. This is what I think. I think Bryce Mitchell's going to get him down the whole first round, and then Gene Silva's going to find that shot in the second round. That's just what I think. Yair Rodriguez, though, versus Patricio Pitbull. Patricio Pitbull, he's getting older. He's been in many championship fights in Bellator. So, championship fights in Bellator, all right, motherfucker. Can we really call them championship fights or just 5-round fights? We'll say that. 5-round fights in Bellator. And, you know, he beat some good comp. He beat some good comp in Bellator. It is Bellator, though. And then he did get TKO'd in Ryzen when they had a Bellator versus Ryzen champions. And Bellator really lost, like, all of the fucking fights, which is pretty embarrassing. But Yair Rodriguez, he did get fucking beat by Brian Ortega, and I did not see that shit coming. Brian Ortega, I did not see him winning at all. And Brian Ortega fucking sprained his ankle before having the fight, and he still ended up losing to Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez is pretty frail in the grappling from what I've seen. You get taken down by Brian Ortega. I mean, that's the only critique that Brian Ortega's game is that he can't take people down. He can submit them, but he can't take them down. But I'm going to go Yair Rodriguez just because he's UFC level, and he's really up there. And I think Patricio Pitbull, it's too late for you to join, bro. Why do all these people join so late onto the fucking UFC? Aaron Pico, though, he's a signing that is good. We'll see how he is. Co-main event, though, I'm picking Yair Rodriguez. What did I say? Probably decision. Yair Rodriguez, 29-28. I think we're going to get decisions here. And then Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler. It's a 5-round fight. Remember, 5-round fights used to be just fucking really special. Now they're pretty common, which is good. Fuck it. 5-round fights. Why not? Why not have a 5-round fight? But it is Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler. Did it really need to be a 5-round fight? Fuck it, bro. Give him, there's better fights for us, I'm gonna lie. But I just see Paddy Pimblett winning, bro. I can't see Michael Chandler doing another run. I can't. Paddy Pimblett's huge, bro. He's a big guy. Michael Chandler is also a big guy, but he's retarded. In his fight IQ, he's not the smartest. And I think Paddy Pimblett, he picks his fights, man. He picks his fights. Honestly, I can't. How can you really say that? Do you think Paddy Pimblett rejected a fight before? I don't think so, man. So I think he's just getting what the UFC's offering him, and they're offering him Michael Chandler, which is great. But I think that Paddy Pimblett is gonna win, bro. I think Paddy Pimblett's gonna win. Definitely not by decision, bro. He was fucking gassing out against Tony Ferguson. It would have to be an early finish. I'm picking Paddy Pimblett, like a second round submission, some shit like that. Third round submission, even pushing it. Michael Chandler, honestly, I think it's gonna be a fucking scrap. This is gonna be a good fight. And Paddy Pimblett, he keeps his chin up in the air, but Michael Chandler, last guy he TKO'd was Dan Hooker, and then not Dan Hooker. It was Tony Ferguson, but I mean it was Tony Ferguson, man. Even we thought Tony Ferguson was doing good in the first round because he knocked him down. He didn't. He like off balance, but man, I just see Paddy Pimblett winning. Paddy Pimblett by second round submission. Definitely, it's got to be by submission. I don't know if it could be TKO. Fucking submission. TKO. Second round TKO. I'm picking second round TKO. It's going to be like a Charles Oliveira finish where he was chasing him down and then he fell. Main event, though. Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. Who do I think's going to win this fight? I think Diego Lopes is going to win this fight just because Alexander Volkanovski has been TKO'd. I can't even get it out of me, bro. It sucks. Alexander Volkanovski has been TKO'd, man. TKO'd, what is it? It's twice in a row now, but still, man. It sucks. He's been out for a year. And to come back to Diego Lopes, man, who's been on a run. It's been like, what, 743 days since he joined the UFC. He's been really active. The only critique I have is the Dan Ige fight, but Dan Ige, it's a perfect matchup for Diego Lopes. A person who's going to fucking scrap in the pocket and is gonna throw shots that can knock him out as well. I see Diego Lopes winning by TKO. Might be in the third round, man. Might be in the third round. I think Volkanovski's gonna get too comfortable. He's gonna do a lot of pitter-patter shots. Diego Lopes is gonna throw the harder shots and land the harder shots, but I think Alexander Volkanovski is gonna get too comfortable. He's gonna be like, "Oh, this is how I was back then." Tippy-tappy, leg kicks, and then gets TKO'd in the third round. Those are my predictions, man. It sucks. Alexander Volkanovski is probably going to lose. But, hey, man. Diego Lopes as champ, that's fucking amazing. That's all I got to say, though. Let's see if I'm right. I'll make a post-fight reaction on this shit. That's all I got to say, though. The Dawn is spoken.